the new genius of FC Barcelona, Lamine Yamal. FC Barcelona's school, La Masia, is one of the best, if not the best, in the world for producing new talents. And almost every year we see at least one player capable of competing at the highest level, while being way below the 20 years old mark. However, one player has recently been capturing the spotlight, even being deemed the new Ronaldinho. And that player is Lamine Yamal. Just how good is Yamal? And is there a future for him in the Blaugrana? It's a rare occasion when home supporters show such admiration for an opposing player that they give them an ovation. But then again, players like Barcelona's Lamine Yamal are also a rarity. This young talent, who was essentially still a child, was truly phenomenal during Barcelona's dramatic 4-3 comeback win against Villarreal. Raised in Mataró in Catalonia, where he was born to a father of Moroccan origin and a mother of Equatorial Guinean origin, he joined La Masia at 7-a-side level, and due to the pandemic and the fact that he has always been ahead of his age, he has barely had 3 seasons of experience in playing 11-a-side football. When Yamal made his debut for Barcelona at just 15 years, 9 months and 16 days old, during an 11-minute appearance against Real Betis in April, he already demonstrated a natural talent that's startling for his age, and this talent earned him a spot in the main squad years before he's even old enough to purchase a drink like Estrella Damm. The exceptional skill set of Yamal was evident long before, as seen when he outplayed peers much older than him at the age of 13. His manager emphasized that his selection to start in a La Liga game isn't based on a fleeting idea or for show, but Yamal has fully earned it. Yet destiny has played its role, pushing him up the ranks with Ousmane Dembele's unexpected transfer to PSG. Additionally, with Rafinha sidelined due to a 3-match suspension after receiving a red card in the match against Getafe, Yamal has had more chances to shine. In only his second starting game for the club he has always supported, Yamal set a record as the youngest player to provide a La Liga assist, delivering a cross to La Masia colleague Gavi, and although he didn't find the net, hitting the post twice, one of those attempts paved the way for Robert Lewandowski's decisive goal. Throughout the match, where Barcelona reversed a 3-2 deficit to win 4-3, Yamal was their standout and most lethal player. As highlighted by Sid Lowe, the standout performer of the match wasn't a man, but a boy. "I tried to take advantage of every opportunity," Yamal told local broadcaster Movie Star in his first televised interview. "This is precisely what Harvey asks young people, to not be afraid. Luckily, I'm not scared. I go out and I play football, which is what I'm good at. My mother is a little scared when I'm a starter, but she supports me a lot," he added, looking every bit the shy teenager he very much is. The supporters at El Madrigal watched in amazement as Quique Setien's Yellow Submarine came back from a 2-goal deficit, took the lead, but then missed their chance for a shocking win over the current Spanish champions. Despite their disappointment, they couldn't deny the exceptional talent they had just witnessed, and gave an appreciative applause to Barcelona's budding star when he was subbed off after 75 minutes. Remarkably, this young sensation wasn't even born when Ronaldinho famously received a standing ovation from the Real Madrid supporters. Javi Hernandez, who was part of the midfield on that iconic night when Ronaldinho dominated and Barcelona bested Real Madrid 3-0 at the Bernabeu in 2005, knows a prodigious talent when he sees one. Being a product of the same academy that has birthed numerous football legends, the current Barcelona coach can recognize a diamond in the rough. He was all praises for the young 16-year-old, saying that he would love to see him in the Spanish national team, and that he hopes he will stay in Barcelona for years. However, there is one particular challenge he is going to have to overcome, one that has plagued La Masia talents for years. If you liked the video so far, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to not miss any future uploads. Yamal distinguishes himself from many of Barcelona's rising stars, and while many young prodigies often play with a singular focus, possibly as a mechanism to cope with the intimidating build of their surroundings, it's common to see young forwards primarily concentrating on their immediate sphere of influence with the ball, and this is not necessarily a shortcoming. Many of these players find their footing due to their commitment to perfecting a specific elite skill, and over time their complete understanding of the game often develops. Yet, Yamal showcases an unmatched kind of superiority in his style. In every game he's played this season, Barcelona has leaned on him to strategize and spearhead the team's offenses. And while his technical prowess makes him an impeccable dribbler, it's his intellect that stands out. Reading the game, making calculated moves, and expertly dictating the pace. Understanding when to switch gears, slowing down, and capitalizing on the perfect moment can be even more potent than sheer speed. Yamal masters this, particularly evident in his lethal dribbling style, where he adeptly changes direction, keeping the defense guessing. Yamal is also on the edge of making history as the youngest debutant for the Spanish national team. The young wonder kid was presented with a challenging choice: to represent his birth country or honour his heritage by playing for Morocco, his father's homeland. And he has chosen to wear the colours of La Roja, a very easy choice if you ask me. Both the Spanish and Moroccan sides had engaged in discussions with Lamine, underscoring the importance of his decision. Walid Regragui, the Moroccan coach, along with Francis Hernandez and Tito Blanco, representatives from the federation, all travelled to Barcelona to discuss Lamine's potential role with the national team, and their meetings were overseen by the national team director, Albert Luque. As Regragui finalises his team selections for the upcoming matches against Liberia and Burkina Faso, he will do so knowing that Lamine has made his choice and won't be suiting up for Morocco. Lamine's affinity with Spain is evident, having represented the country across various youth levels. His participation in the recent Under-17 European Championship further showcased the faith the Spanish Federation has in him, likely influencing his decision to commit his international future to Spain. Whatever hesitations he might have had were swiftly put to rest. La Masia, Barcelona's esteemed academy, has consistently been a goldmine of talent. Recently, players like Pedri, Gavi, Alejandro Balde, Ansu Fati, Abde Azalzouli, Nico Gonzalez, Pablo Torre, Serginho Dest and Elias Moriba have emerged, providing invaluable assets to Barcelona in the challenging post-Messi phase, and I gotta say, it's commendable how Barcelona keeps identifying and nurturing such potential, especially amidst its financial challenges. However, a cloud hangs over the club's inability to retain and optimize these talents. Several, like Nico, Torre, Dest and Moriba, have moved on, and rumours abound about the future of Ezalzouli and Fati. And not to mention the injuries plaguing Pedri and particularly Fati, the brightest stars, which heavily hinder their developmental trajectory. The true measure of Yamal's success won't merely be his initial exploits, but whether he remains on this upward path at Barcelona in the years to come. And the club's challenge lies not in just discovering these gems, but ensuring they mature into the club's legends. Yet let's not burden Yamal with too much anticipation. Reflecting on 2007, when Yamal was just born, I recall my own challenges transitioning from adolescence to adulthood. Compared to my summer job trials after my first college year, Yamal is on a good roll. Chances are he's surpassing whatever we achieved in 2007. So let's relish his journey, entrust in his capabilities, and cherish wherever the path leads him. The journey has just begun for Yamal. A glance at his colleague, Ansu Fati, who's 4 years older, is a reminder that early fame might come with its challenges and injuries. Barcelona need to be careful with Yamal, however. The club has been here before in recent years, most notably with Fati himself, and it hasn't quite worked out as expected. While Barca's number 10 still has plenty of time on his side at 20, he has failed to fulfill the once astronomical expectations placed on him due to suffering injuries and form dips in the last few years. Whatever happens with Yamal though, it seems inevitable that he'll become one of the most talked about players in the modern game over the coming years. But looking at Barcelona's newest prodigy, it's hard not to feel a thrilling anticipation for what lies ahead. What do you think about Yamal, and have you watched him play? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.